I started dozing off in La La Land. Let me turn my screen on. There it is. All right. Let's get this started. My name's Kurt. Gotta have a quiet pause here so one day when I go back and edit this, I could take out the beginning part. Hey, my name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is our Friday edition of the Daily Draw. We get together every day of the week for about 30 minutes or so. And on Fridays, we always look at something that has to do with the animals, Monday, we look at something that is natural. Tuesday, we look at something that is man-made. Wednesday, we look at portrait. Thursday is character design. And Friday is animals. So it's Friday. Let's draw some animals. But today, I'm going to show you something that probably is one of the most important things I could show you. I started thinking about this earlier today and I thought, why haven't I shown everyone this? So I would say that this is probably in the top 5 things I should have showed you a long time ago. We've kind of branched on this a little bit, but I think this is going to completely change the way that you draw. It's so important. All right. So right now I have this rhinoceros. Let me take him off screen. And what I want to talk about today and demonstrate for you and have you draw along is understanding how to draw complex volumes. Complex volumes. All right. That's bigger than it's all good. All right. You don't need to worry about that per se. So let me show you this. Get my notes up here so I don't lose them, right? Okay, so let's start off with a simple one here. There's a sphere, right? There is our sphere. I want to make sure I have this organized on screen here. Okay. Here's our sphere. If we take that sphere, we could draw an equator line. We get that. It has depth. We could also draw another line like this, okay? Now, if we were to take that sphere and spin it a little bit in the other direction, it might look like this, okay? If we were to take that sphere and spin it upward a little bit, we would draw it like this. Okay, so this is our first volume that we need to understand. It's the easiest. You could take this sphere and as if it was like, you can not wedge it. You can mold it, not mold it, but it was malleable. You might draw something like this. You see, I've kind of stretched it a little bit, and if I really stretched it, you might end up with something like this. Okay, so this is the first step. You really need to be able to take a sphere and mold it and shift it. All right. These lines I'm putting on here are surface lines. So in this case, you might have this one. This surface line is going to be below eye level. That surface line is going to be right at eye level. And then up here, it's going to start to, you're looking up at it. Down here, you're looking down at it. You follow what I'm saying? So what I want you to do is as you are doodling, just get used to this idea where you're making these complex forms and start thinking about them in a sense of mass. All right, I'm going to move this right over here. We'll just slide that over here. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to have you practice, all right? All right, the next one that's kind of like that. Let's think of a cylinder. Okay, we got that. Now that cylinder we're looking down on. If we were to draw that cylinder where we were looking up at, it would be something like this. Now we're looking up at it. Now what if I took that cylinder and I curved it? I went like this. And if I go too fast, just somebody say, slow down. What if I curved it the other way? So let's see, we're going to do like this. And we're going to come around like this. And you would have surface lines on this as well. You could even draw like a center line. All right, what if you did this? Here's an idea. Let's say we're going to start with this, and then we're going to come down, and then we're going to come back up, and then we're going to do this. Wow, now we've taken the cylinder and slightly twisted it on itself. You see that? Okay, let's make this cylinder like we're looking up at it. We'll do this. And we're going to do that. And then we do that. Right at eye level. Oh, sorry, that was a bad one. So now this is twisted the opposite way. So this is something that you can just in your mind, just try these things. Try making these things complex. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to move on here. Like I said, if I go too fast, someone just give me a big shout out saying stop, all right? Okay, the next thing I want you to get accustomed to, and we've talked about this, all right? I want you to draw a cube. And remember that these things all are going to go back, or they're all fanning out. Just like this. This is fanning out. See that? Okay, what if we did this? Like a diamond, right? Okay, watch this one now. Draw an S curve. Try and get a twist. So this is another form. So now we've taken the sphere and we've molded that. Now we're taking the cube and we're stretching it. We're twisting it, you see? And you could just use your imagination for this. We're not really following anything. I'm just taking these forms and I am just drawing them with nothing in front of me. I'm just trying to envision what would this look like? What would if I took that same and I made it like an arch, right? So if I was going to do that, I might start off with something like this, right? Then I might start like that. And then over here, I might come over here like this. Wow, look at that. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get my mind to twist these things around and try and understand these forms in different volumes. I know you might be wondering what does this have to do with animals? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. All right, let's come over here now. Let's try something. Let's try another idea. All right. Let's say we start with a sphere here. And this is going to come around like this. Maybe it's going to come up like this. And we have this sort of thing. Okay, let's see about what would this thing look like if it was if we were looking up at it. All right, so maybe it's like this. You're going to see the bottom of that. What if we had three? Look at this here. What if we had three objects like this? Okay, and so then we would do something like this. where we've combining these three. See, this is something you can do. You could just doodle like this in your sketchbook. Just practice doing pages, just pages of these ideas where you're just combining complex forms. Okay, let's bring up another page here. Let's try this. Okay, that's easy. We got that one right. This one's wanky. I lost my concentration. Oh, Kurt. Yes. Oops, that was the cat. Now, look, this is going back to the vanishing point. This is going back. This should have been going back like that. My bad. Gave you a second to caught up. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we're coming down like this. See, these are fanning out. That's good. You could even put in some type of oval if you wanted to, like a hole. You start trying to envision what these might look like. Okay, so this is the big thing. So how do we apply this to an animal drawing? Okay, so we went over spheres and cubes and wedges. These are going to be our three main components here, right? Let's bring up this guy here now. Okay. Let's take a close look at his head here. Now his head is almost like a wedge. So this might be, that might be the line let's do this here. This might be the line in between his ears, okay? And let's just come down here like this. And I'm not really worried if it looks exactly like him. We're just trying to take this complex form and try and visualize it. So we might do something like that. Here, this is my, I've got my drawing buddy. Hey, what's going on, everyone? All right. All right, so if we were to add a horn then to this, it might do something like this. We might add a little horn. He's got a nose over here, right? Lips. Maybe an eye over here. Okay, let's try that again. Now this time, you got the feel of it. Now let's just quickly gesture. I'm going to just gesture this. I'm just going to gesture the head here. So I'm holding my pencil toward the back. Okay. There's a quick gesture for you. I just held my pencil toward the back and I thought about like, okay, I'm just kind of jumping around the form, jumping here and there and just trying to create this very loose structure, scribble of where I think the different objects are. Okay, now with this, let's usually the first phase of a drawing, I talk about doing a gesture. Then the second thing we do is construction, and that's what we've been working on. Construction. So let's see about doing that. So let's see now. Let's just, okay, so maybe there's, that's the front end there, right? Maybe this is a bit of a wedge coming up here, right? Comes back. And then what if this is a nice round shape over here? Now, since this is one mass, typically, like all of this would probably go back to it. All these edges would ultimately go back to the same vanishing point. It's almost like you've carved this out of wood and just blocked it down. So let's see, his eye is going to be about there maybe, right? Horn is going to be about there, and we can bring that up this time. Little horn might be here. Oh, the cat is trying me. No, stop! Ouch! He's ready for some playtime. All right, look at these ears. These ears can almost be like more cones. You see that? And this also can be a cone. And then we've got this backside coming up there. So then we come in here with surface lines and start to just work these forms. So that is a really good approach to, if you come up with an animal that you're just not sure of, you start thinking of these masses and how you can just break them down. So that's what I have for you on this Friday. So practice drawing those cubes, practice drawing those spheres, practice drawing those wedges, and stretching them or compressing them. Learn how to twist them. And then when you get to a more complex shape like this, then you could break it down. That's what I got. Hey, if there's any questions, just throw them right in there. I'll answer them right away. But other than that, thanks for watching today. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. See y'all later. Bye. Sharon and Geraldine and Teresa, thanks for keeping me company. See you guys later. Bye-bye.